I'm short. This would be majorly outside of my comfort zone. And in the school of God, I would be about at the age of 2 on the path of learning. So I sometimes feel like I'm with college professors talking about quantum physics as a 2-year-old. So I have much to learn, but I'm very happy to be here and just share a little bit with you about my journey here this evening. I guess to give you a little background and how I got to be here. You know, I grew up cradle Catholic, CCD kid, pretty unknowledgeable, you know, basic prayer, Hail Mary, Our Father, some God blesses you, at night after the prayer time. My mom died in 2002 of breast cancer at the age of 52, and she was really one of my best friends, and it was devastating to me. But I didn't get angry with God at all, but it made me realize, there's got to be a heaven and an eternity. This might be real, this whole church, Catholic, God, Christian thing, so I better look into this. So I started praying and doing more and more praying, but I still felt pretty, I don't want to say empty, but just missing something, like something, just there has to be more than this. And I'll never forget it. February 6, 2008, I got prayed over for the first time with Father Francis and Aaron, and I was like, that's interesting. Not quite sure what to think about that, but some of my other friends kind of dove into it, and they really got into it. And I was a little, shy about it at first, and but they were all doing it and doing contemplative prayer, and so the more I saw them doing it, the more I became interested. And I'm a slow learner. You have to kind of hit me over the head, and it takes me a couple times around to figure it out. So I started doing prayer groups and doing the journaling, but I wasn't really doing all of the work necessary. Looking back now, I see that. And I really was longing for this relationship with God, and just felt like I was really walking through a desert, and felt like I felt like I was doing work but not getting anything in return. And I kind of hit my rock bottom, and I thought, all right, let's bring it on, let's do this. And so I was having a hard time with the journaling, and so I started with these 2 prayer books. I actually brought them just as my proof. So I have these 2 prayer books. I've even checked in them. They're different publishers, and I would read them, and I started one on a different day than the other. And some days the messages were exactly the same Bible verse, same quotes, and I started getting it like, I think the Holy Spirit's actually talking to me. There might be something to this. And so the more I did it, I really started finally, like in the winter of 2011, really started getting into doing this and praying, because I wasn't quite along with the journaling, and he was speaking to me in this regard, and I was getting this, I could understand this. And I was really struggling with my career and my job, and that's what really brought me to him, to the Holy Spirit, to help me out, and every day, pray. And I had a major breakthrough in May of 2011. I got this awesome message, and I understand now why I think I went through the desert, because I really needed to be able to understand and hear his voice. But he told me clear as day, you're going to get a new job, you're having a phone interview today, and this job is the one that you're going to get, and this will be life-changing for you. Got the job, and it has been life-changing for me. And so, really since then, that was life-changing, because it allowed me to do things with my prayer life, with my spiritual life, because it allowed me to work from home, and so it opened up my schedule. And so now I'm able to do adoration once a week. And I was able to help with Kyrion on Fridays after school, because I didn't have to, skip out of work. And I just, not realizing, I thought it was going to be because I was going to make money and do all these things, so silly, the things you think. And no, not so much. It was because really to help me along with my journey with my prayer life. And just leading from Kyrion into Hearts of Marion. My daughter's a sophomore at Marion, and she struggled a little bit freshman year with friends and some things. And I prayed about it. I always worry about her. She's different than I am. She's, I'm an extrovert, and she's an introvert, and I always, I hope she's doing okay. And prayed about it, and Holy Spirit, very clear message, you should be helping at Hearts of Marion because if, kind of movie quote, if you build it, she will come. So if I do the work, she'll come along with me. Even if she sits in the hallway maybe for the first 6 months, eventually I figure she'll maybe wander and find her way in the door. And you know, I really want her to have a relationship with Jesus by myself having that relationship and showing her how to do that. Hopefully she'll come along with me. So that's really how I started to get more involved with Hearts of Marion, and took me down this path, and you know, just I guess having this new position and working from home, and I'm in my car every day, 8 hours a day I drive. I travel all over the state of Nebraska in sales, and my car is turned into my monastery. I got books, my monastery is my minivan, or my minivan is my monastery. Well, that's what my car is. And thinking about this talk that I was going to do today, and what am I going to say? What do you want me to say? Jesus said to me, you know, very clear from the Holy Spirit, Jesus sits next to you every day in your car, and you have a relationship, just like you have a relationship in sales, you have a relationship with Jesus, and you talk to him for 8 hours every day. You just didn't realize it. And I thought, you're right, I do. That's how I pray. I don't, you know, Our Father, I just say, okay, here's the scoop. What do you think about this? What are we going to do about that? And yesterday, just have to share with you, I held out my hand as I was driving, and I thought, okay, Jesus, you're sitting next to me. What do you got? You know? And I felt my hand pulsate. I felt warmth. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you're sitting next to me. And I thought, oh, you've been holding my purse all this time. I'm so sorry. I should have put it in the back. So, you know, just I try to tell people that, you know, we're not all Aaron Kellers. We're on different paths. I'm not where she is. Gosh, I would love to be there someday, but you know, he just comes to you where you are. And this is where I'm at right now, and hopefully I will continue to grow and learn and not feel so out of my comfort zone in these sort of situations, and hopefully it will just get better and better at the time. So that's all I have.